What up, y'all? Goddamn, chocolate's so good. Welcome to She Gets It Pod. What's good? What's goody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. And we are in March. March y'all asses on in. Okay? Wednesday, first Wednesday of March. What's up? Glad you made it. Hope your February treated you nice. What's up with StreamYard and podcasters? I'm going to talk about it. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Let's talk about this browser-based live stream studio on the go. Okay? For different people who it meshes with. Basically, users can enjoy post platforms like Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and more through streaming a video or meeting they're doing on StreamYard. Some people even use StreamYard with Zoom. Okay, that is a possibility. Some people don't have Zoom and use this, period. Okay, because it just makes sense. So let's chat about it. I'm talking about StreamYard. It's Wednesday. This is She Gets a Pod. My name is Shan. Welcome to season 16, episode 8. Welcome back to the Sticky Notes, okay? This is where I get into my random thoughts, okay? Enjoy, buckle your seatbelt. I might say some things you're not ready for me to say, but I'm going to say them, okay? Because I can. This is She Gets a Pod. My name is Shan. Let's go. Okay, y'all. I'm about to rant a little bit. Bear with me. When these young males out here about to stop getting the tightest Adidas pants that they can find, getting the tightest sweatpants that they could find, it's not stockings. They're sweatpants. They're supposed to be loose, not tight on your leg, your calves, your thighs, your ankles. And then y'all have the nerve to still show y'all boxers. Nobody wants to see your boxers. No woman has ever said, hey, I think I like men, but I don't like the fact that they wear their pants covering their underwear. I need them to show us their underwear a little bit. So I ask again, who are y'all pulling your pants down for? Why is it a thing to show your boxers? We don't want to see your boxers. Women of substance, of quality, don't want to see your boxers. So every time I see your boxers, I'm going to take it as you're looking for a whole harlot, soul lost, soul non-having bitch. And if that is what you're looking for, that's cool, because I'm not going to say shit to you either way. I just want the males today to know, like, when you present yourself to the public, you're saying things without saying things. Also, my red lights came in the mail, and I did put one in my room and one in my podcast room. So tonight, when my neighbors see my red light on, it's hot. You feel me? You feel me? What's up, y'all? What else am I ranting about? The frightening number of people who are on 285 highway, speeding, driving slow in the fast lane with no back brake lights. Are y'all crazy? Are y'all crazy? The amount of insane people that come from the far left lane, crossing over when people are doing 75 miles per hour to catch a missing exit that they pass. Bitch, if your stupid ass don't go up to the next exit and get off and turn back around, it is not worth you crossing over, doing 25 miles per hour, braking, not braking, braking, not braking, to catch an exit that you passed because you weren't paying attention. If you have internet on your smartphone, you should have GPS, and GPS will let you know beforehand that this is your exit. Why the fuck are you crossing over the exit in front of people doing 65 plus miles per hour, hoping that somebody stops enough to get you over? Y'all are frustrating me. And I don't like driving on the highway because of y'all doing dumb shit. On Peachtree Road, there are several lights in intersections, between intersections, because they need other people to be able to have a chance to come out or turn into certain streets. Because a lot of people don't let them come through or won't give them the space to come through even though they're sitting at a red light. I hate y'all people. If you're sitting at a fucking red light, why are you speeding up to get to a red light? If you're sitting at a red light and there's enough space for you to reverse so somebody can cross over and go through to the other side that will not affect you, why the fuck won't you back up and let them come over? If you are in a lane where traffic is going forward and it's a small street where you want to now make a left turn that is in front of oncoming traffic that is not slowing down anytime soon because there's no light to stop them, you are a fucking asshole. Why don't you just drive up to when you get to a light that will allow the other side of traffic to stop and turn and then drive back up to where you want to be? Why would you stop your car in the middle of a lane to inconvenience so many people because you want to make that stupid funky ass left turn? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm the person that drives, and when I see dumb people do dumb shit, I feel like they're not getting enough dick in their life or they're not getting enough pussy in life. So they're out here being dickheads to everybody else because they're miserable. That is the only logical explanation for y'all dumb shit. Y'all nasty ass, funky ass people. Sorry excuse for a human being that get to a stoplight and take the trash that's in your car and dump it on the street. Who the fuck raised y'all? Who raised y'all? I learned something this week. I learned that putting honey into your hot tea completely dissolves the nutrients that would come from that raw honey because it's in boiling water, it's in hot temperatures. So if you're just wanting to use honey for the sweetened part in your tea, you can continue to do so. But if you're looking to have honey as a nutritional factor into your body, it is better that you eat it at its raw state. So I usually get like a spoon of honey. I put it in the jar. Yes, I bought that expensive raw honey that's like $50. And I put it in the jar and I have a spoonful because of the beneficial properties that honey gives your body. Okay? I'm not here to fully educate y'all on what that is. Please look it up. And how did I learn that, you say? I learned that off of TikTok. We're not talking about TikTok today. We talk about StreamYard, but I learned that off of TikTok. Okay? I also learned how someone can break into your house even if you have that latch on your door on TikTok. Thank you, Baylor. Baylorism sent me that video. There are a lot of people out here with nasty ass houses, but hair done, nails done, face beat to the gods, and they don't care. There are a lot of males out here very butthurt about past relationships or past indiscretions that they've had with women, and they are out here, instead of saying I'm hurt, I'm not healed, they are out here telling women what they don't deserve and how they're not going to do all of these things that real men do for women that they like because they're not about to be used up. But when you see them, they're usually posting dates by themselves. So if you being this outstanding man in society is not getting you any women of quality, what is the real problem? And y'all should see how I'm saying this because I'm doing the Stevie Wonder head shake. What is the real problem for real? Because I don't get it. If you are not healed from your last relationship or situationship with a woman, it is not prime time to get on a mic spewing out personal opinions about women as a whole because your ass still in your feelings. If you really was out here thoroughly understanding that you having sex with a woman means nothing, it's just the act of sex, then your emotions would have been in check. If emotionally and communication wise you asked the right questions and saw the right actions played out to back those answers that you got from that woman or a man, you wouldn't be in your feelings right now. But I feel like a lot of people are upset at other people that are no longer in their lives because they're mad at themselves for not asking the right questions and taking heed to what was really going on in the relationship that they were having. So you're really not mad at anyone else. You're mad at yourself that you let too much time pass without you taking action to cease and desist. You are mad that you didn't evict this person out of your life when you were supposed to. That's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. Because I can honestly sit here and say that there were past relationships that I had with people that should have just been like a one-time fuck. Period. It should have been a fucking go, but my mind was not mature enough to understand that their worth for me and benefits for me was only a fucking go. I thought they were deserving of more when they weren't for me. So now I could honestly say, like, damn, if I really had a fucking go attitude back then, I would have saved myself a lot of effort, wasted effort and time, but I didn't. And I would say it took me 33 years to develop a fucking go, mature attitude about men and women. And I understand it now. Some people are only worth the fucking go. Some people are worth the relationship. Some people are worth the friendship and the bond because they respect it. And other people create illusions like they do, and they really don't give a fuck about it. They just give a fuck about themselves. And so I would like to say, Chantal, thank you for growing the fuck up and getting your vagina out of your feelings, because your feelings do not belong in your vagina. They belong in your mind up top. Your vagina would really do good with someone who knows what to do for her, and someone who knows, like, that's all that's needed. Good day. Like, until someone comes into my life as a man organically, okay, and can fulfill my mind and my vagina, I'm comfortable with shit as is. Okay? My mama knows that. My brothers know that. My best friends know that. And until that man is it for me in my mind first, he cannot evoke levels of my vagina. Okay? And I'm glad I got here. It's about time. Some women don't get here until their 40s. Some women don't get here until their 50s. Some women be in their 60s looking at the person that they got married to, and they just like, damn, you should have just been a fuck. Hey, you ain't about to get me. Let's get into this show, though. That is it for Sticky Notes. All right? All you got to do, get on your computer or your phone, type in lulu.com, Lulu.com. In the search bar, put in the THEE podcast journal. And you're going to see the journal pop up. It's going to look like a black and white fingerprint with a red background and white. Click on it, get the journal, and start writing and come up with your show. And do it how you need to do it. Create it how you need to create it. And start today. Now back to the show. Let's talk about StreamYard. So let's talk about StreamYard. It's only me. All right, so StreamYard, pros and cons. I'm going to make this real simple for y'all. So StreamYard has over 3.5 million users as of last year. It's easy to use on your phone or computer. You can broadcast to YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Metaverse, Periscope, Twitch, or any platform where you want to put that video on. You could be live. You can take the MP3 afterwards and use it elsewhere. It has ways to hide StreamYard logo if you pay for a plan. You could check out StreamYard hacks on YouTube. You can use StreamYard in Zoom, like I was saying earlier. With some other pros about StreamYard. I always deal with a lag using StreamYard, so I would rather use Zoom because it's just, to me, more consistent no matter where I am in the house. My modem is towards the front of the house, but if I'm in my room or the podcast room, which is towards the back of the house, it has like a lag sometimes. So sometimes everything will be fine, and then throughout the video, then it'll like skip, or somebody's talking but their mouth is not moving in the video, and I don't like that. So when I do want video and I want it to be consistent, I usually just use Zoom. But since my seasons haven't been a lot more of like collabs and interviews for people, I canceled my Zoom that I was paying for because I'm not really utilizing it. So there's that. You always, as a podcaster, as a creator, you always want to be efficient in where your money is going, and are you actually utilizing the tools that you're paying for? Because if you're not, then it doesn't make sense. So right now I do pay for Canva because the Pro Tools are really good. When I need to market things, I do pay for, what else do I pay for? I pay for other shit, but I have my podcast on my business account pushing the things that I need in order to make the podcast better. That's why I always tell you guys, like, when you donate to the show, that money directly goes into my business account to pay for anything that I need for podcasting, so I don't have to come out of pocket for those things. So you guys are helping me when you donate on Red Circle for the podcast. You did! Okay. So I do have StreamYard, but I don't really use it. because I don't do a lot of like interview episodes with people, but when I do collabs with people, I usually just tell them to hop on Stereo app because it's easy. It's no real setup as far as like equipment and video, and it's audio. That means you could be doing whatever you're doing in your life, in your house, in your space, and I could be doing whatever I'm doing on my side, and we don't have to visually see each other. It's an avatar, and we could just talk and we could mute and we can get shit done, and we still can have an episode. And at the end of the episode, you can have an MP3. So there's the information on Stereo. I'm always giving like little tips regarding Stereo throughout my shows, even though I'm not having an episode about Stereo. So if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. Now, back to the StreamYard stuff. You can use a HDMI output camera with StreamYard. It is a web-based tool. You can stream with a team or solo. If you plug your router directly into the computer or whatever you're recording on, it can stop the video from being blurry or skipping. You can use a DSLR camera to stream on multiple platforms. If you click on the cam mic settings, you can go ahead and set.
Get ahead of postage rate increases this year with Stamps.com. It's like your own personal post office. Sign up with promo code PROGRAM for a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com, code PROGRAM.
That up. They do recommend that you use headphones or earbuds to prevent echoes, because don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear themselves while they're talking to you. That happens a lot in Twitter Spaces, so just be mindful of that. Also, they have real customer service to go ahead and help you if your StreamYard thing is messing up. That's another issue with a lot of these platforms for content creators, is there's no real customer service people to help you at this moment. You always have to wait the next day for somebody to respond by email. You can save the recording, the audio recording, and video to use elsewhere at the end. You can separate audio for podcasts too. So like if person A was speaking and person B was speaking, I can have a separate audio for person A and person B. That also is a thing with Zoom. And you can easily use an interface on StreamYard. Now let's get into the cons of StreamYard. Boop, boop. The cons of StreamYard. Some people use OBS Studio because it's free. Some people use a vocal screen because it's free and they can use it. Some people use Bandicam or Re-Recorder. It is definitely limited to 10 users per stream, so you can't get on there with like 20 people or 15 people. With Zoom, I know you pay X amount of dollars to have up to 100 people come into the video. You can use a camera and set up, with your own, comfort settings of where you want to be on video. When I use it, like I said, is that lag. I don't ever have a lag with Zoom. A lot of ads show on the free version of StreamYard, so just be aware of that. So they make you want to buy a plan. So their plan prices are either broken down monthly to $20 a month, or the professional one, which is $39 a month. You can download the application on your phone, or you could download it on your computer. You can log in and make an account with them. You definitely have to download the application before you use it. Okay. And if you ever run into an issue where the host can't hear you or you can't hear the host, you need to restart your computer or restart your phone for it to act correct. Because that happened to me when I was on someone's episode. And that is it that I have for StreamYard. It's a short, direct one. I just wanted to tell you guys about StreamYard, as it's an option out here for content creators or people that want to do video recordings. If you want to learn more or you want to contact StreamYard at StreamYard on IG, or you could contact them by email at contact@StreamYard.com. That is my information from She Gets It Podcast about StreamYard. Personally, I have not used it for any show that I have currently because I have stereo app, or I record by myself at my house on my own platform, and I use Red Circle to push out my episodes for all of the podcasts. So I use Red Circle to push out my episodes for Cozy Womb, She Gets It Pod, The Real Relationship Rapport, Loudmouth Stereo, and So What Page Beyond Bed podcast. The reason why I like Red Circle as a web-based platform to push out your shows is because it gives you a more detailed way of looking at your audience, where they're listening, how they're listening, what time they're listening. It does a good breakdown with that. It shows you your growth, and it gives you better monetizing options as far as ads and where you want to put them in your show. Other than that, do as you will. Do your own research. Don't take my word for it. My name is Shan. This is She Gets It Pod. You can find me at ShanBPoddin on TikTok, Twitter, and IG. And if you want to email me, you can email me at shegetsitpod@gmail.com. I will be back with another one on Wednesday. Your bonus 10-minute shorts will be on Friday. Till then, don't do nothing I want to do. My name is Shan. Peace.